Okay, this is the birth chart of the United States. Not gonna get technical, but this area right here, this is what the United States was supposed to do. This is Neptune. Just pay attention to these two. Not too much because I'll explain to y'all. Neptune is the sign that we saw, okay? That rules dreams and illusions, simply what is or what could be, beliefs. So their job is to run that glamour spell over and over and over and over, okay? That was only doable by this Pluto. This Pluto is a contract. You have by this time, before I get all the way around, you have to do whatever this is. And the United States didn't do it. They didn't do it. And what they didn't do was destiny swap. Because you can't do that. Run another masculine paradigm. A masculine paradigm will not allow us to evolve. It will keep us in competition and comparing. It will keep us in a energy that does not allow us to heal. It will always be choice. Now listen to me 1 second. It will always be division. That is the purpose of marketing choices. Right back to beliefs. Believe you can have this. Believe you can be this. How about we just be who we are? Which means everything is going to be different. I understand that makes it hard for the United States to market a certain anything. But like I said, that's the whole gimmick. They can't do that because they're not under contract. Pluto is coming down here. Pluto is coming to collect. They don't want just any sacrifice. They want the original sacrifice. They want the original sacrificers. They want the whatever you call it, the sacrificee. They want the original, what they was promised. Now here, because the United States didn't deliver, this is Neptune. Neptune also is eligible. He wants money. He wants all of his money, but he wants it back just like Pluto. He wants it back in blood. He wants it back in blood. They didn't get what they were owed. So the planets outrank everything that's going on down here. Okay? They do. Neptune rules the sea. So anyway, I'm sorry that I'm all over the place because I ain't write this down. Virgo, which I consider the eye of God. That's mental health and hygiene. That's how well you clean and organize what you take in mentally, physically, and emotionally. So that means that you have to maintain your physical presence, but you also are constantly getting downloads. This part of the chart, because of a glamour spell, we never made it to these last degrees of Virgo. That's why we're going to see things that human history, nobody knows. We've never seen it. Okay. So that part is unlocked, but nobody taught us. The parents, the channel that I just now did, they were supposed to teach. My mother was supposed to teach me and get me ready for the gift because she already had the gift, but she didn't. Whether it was her fault or not, I'm unprepared. So now there has to be an intervention so that we can get everything back in order, but we don't have all of that lengthy time that they have from forcing us in a cycle. We have a smaller and more chaotic window because all of these portals and stuff is open up, causing all of this chaos everywhere. So how I got to that was I asked God, I was like, why do you want me to keep telling about all this bad news? Like the barricade situation I mentioned on a video, I said there's going to be a barricade situation, and I guess that was the one in Charlotte. And people unaliving their families and stuff. I do that because I'm telling people, that you need to separate from a person. Okay. Don't let it get to a dangerous situation where I just encountered that where somebody was saying they want to just leave the earth. I was like, I can't tell you anything to do. I can't. When it comes to that situation, because that's personally what I dealt with in my family. My sister tried to cut her wrist, She tried to take all that was one time. Then the next time she tried to take all the medication in the house. None of it worked. Because they pumped her stomach and kept her in the hospital. For, you know, it's more come with cutting your wrist. But anyway, and we did therapy and all of that stuff, but it's nothing you could do in a situation like that, because that emotional pain is way worse than physical pain. Everybody knows that. But all of this bad stuff, why am I reporting it? It's just telling people you have to trust your intuition if you are being told to separate from a person, place, thing, or location. And I think that, you know, the hardest part of the people that's already done the work is waiting for the people that are still eligible to catch up with us. But we're protected. That's the good thing. So that is it. That's all I want to say, because if this video get cut off, I'm going to get mad.